Hey everybody, I just finished installing a new keyless deadbolt for my front gate iron door here. I wanted to share this with you. It's super simple. The old lock that was there was a typical keyed deadbolt lock. In fact, it was keyed on both sides, not just on the outside. And that was one of the things I wanted to resolve was I wanted a new updated deadbolt that had a thumb latch on the inside and had a keyless component on the outside that I could access the door without having to carry keys. Another issue I had to make sure that I accommodated was the thickness of the iron gate. It's a full 2 inches thick. Most front doors of homes, whether they be wood or composite, are only about 1.75 inches thick. So finding a lock or a deadbolt that would accommodate a thicker door was one of the things I had to make sure that I looked at. So I found a great option for this new deadbolt: thumb latch on the inside, keyless on the outside, as well as a fingerprint option, and then the ability to accommodate the thicker iron door. I'm pretty pleased with the lock. The fit and finish seems to be really good. I've already got it programmed with my fingerprint and with a couple of codes. So it went well. I'm going to share it with you. Come along and I'll show you how easy it was. I'm going to show you how to take it off. First, you can see that there's security covers there. You have to have the key to be able to turn it to just the right way right there to get access to the screws. On the outside there are no screws, so it has to come inside and with the key. I open that up. It is a Phillips. I've got a very small Phillips driver that I'll put in there and loosen the bolt or the screws just like this. Just gonna have something that'll fit, a screwdriver that'll fit inside the holes right. As I start to unloosen the screws from this side, you can see this side starts to come off. I've got to set the camera down because it's going to take two hands. I'm going to use my right hand to unscrew from this side and my left hand to hold this outer cylinder cover and just simply pull it off. The two will come apart. I pull this off and that just came right out from there. You can see the screws coming over from the other side. Just pulled that right out. All right, I went and got my tripod. It was not so easy with just one hand in the camera, but here we go. I last showed you taking off the old lock, the old deadbolt, so I keep calling it a lock. I'm going to remove the plunger right here. So I'm going to take this old one off too. It's pretty easy. Here's the new one, came with it. We'll back this off. That's my grandson over there playing. We'll see if he gets in the video. He's 2. Best helper ever, loves tools. So we'll take the old one out, set it to the side. And there is a setting on here. Let me show you, depending on the depth of the setback, meaning from how far from here back to the middle. Two common sizes are 2 3/4 and 2 3/8. I'm going to look real quick. I think you can see that. I eyeball it. Okay, it's set right now. I have this all the way in, and I can see that the middle, the hole that will accept the rod that goes through is in the middle. This guy right here, right there. There's your settings for the depth. And so I'm going to put this in. All right, I'm not going to change the striker plate over here because it's not one, it's just a hole because this is an iron gate, but it did come with a striker plate. All right, let's see how this lines up. Exterior piece. I was hoping this would work given the nature of this metal door, iron door, because the handle right here could have posed a problem given the extra space around just a simple cylinder by itself. You wouldn't have the keypad, you would just have the cylinder part, but this is going to work out okay. All right, let's put this in here. I'm going to feed this wire through, and then this rod will go through that middle, like I just showed you. Feed that wire through. Line that up. And that's that. You see that? You're going to mount the plate first, and we'll put this through this hole down here. You see, I just got it right through there. We'll put this through right here and then hook it up when we mount the inside box. But right now we're going to mount this plate right there. The two holes, the two screws are going to go right there. These guys right here. Put him through there. Now I'm just tightening this up, drawing up the other side. We're there. Let me show you this side. This is drawn up nice and tight. Fits just perfect. Now we'll put the box on there. This dude, we've got to connect this to right there as we're putting it in. Okay, connected. Look at that. All right, now I'll put the screws in that go right here. That holds this box onto that metal plate. Fun fact on this brand, the screws are already in there. 1, 2, and the third one's actually in that hole. I didn't see it right away, but they've got it seated in there, and it's ready to come out the back side right here, and up here for these two. So they'll go right there, and those three positions of these three screws, we'll put this onto that. Here we go. Look at that. Good for them for putting them in there already ready to go. Just using a little Phillips screwdriver. Taking care to apply enough pressure so I don't strip it. I'm holding the door with my foot, by the way. That's why it's not going that way as I push. Oh, wow, that really was slick. I thought the hardware was missing when I couldn't find it in the hardware pouch until I noticed those two screws were already in there. And then I looked down there and that one was in there. Look at that, people. I'm super thrilled. I'm off to get a couple, actually 4 AA batteries. Be right back. All right, back with the keys and some batteries. Oh, it beeped. Look at that, it's already doing some sort of self-setup. A tutorial video is a little QR code right there. I may use that, we'll see. I'm gonna put this right here. Click it on. Little side view. Front view. Fingerprint. Or the key, pad, or the key. All right, that's the brand I got. Vice, I'm not sure how do you say that, Vice, user's manual. Again, I got it primarily because it said that it fit a 2-inch wide thick door, which on these iron gates, they're thicker, as I mentioned. And that was really my deciding factor. But it looks and feels great. It fits great. I'm going to change the master code. Okay, on this particular lock, this is how I want you to do it. Do that twice, put in the default master code, hit it again, hit 1, and then my new master code, and then hit again. Then it wants me to do it again. And now I've put in my new master code. And you can add multiple user codes. I think it said 20. How to unlock. Enter master code and then press that. So right now it is locked. I'm enter my master code just from start. Piece of cake. So that's how you do it on this lock. Use a fingerprint or use the mechanical key. Who needs those anymore, right? And then when you lock it from the outside, press and hold any button on the keypad for 2 seconds. Any button, okay? How about 1? Pretty slick. And then a verbal or a audible and a visual confirmation with the red beep. Let's see if it's hard to add a fingerprint. All right, I'm going to add a fingerprint if you want to watch. If not, fast forward. All right, so master code, 2 bumps, a bump again, and then press 4. Scan your fingerprint 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and an audible succeed. Green light flashes and a long beep. You're good. Just use your fingerprint. Okay, let's see. It's locked. Check that out. Holy cow. Really pleased so far. I'm going to unlock it with my finger. I'm going to close it. And I'm going to lock it. Love it, love it, love it. All right, that wraps up the installation on this new keyless deadbolt. Really easy. I'm really pleased with this product so far. I've been trying it, testing it out. It works great. Easy installation. Really good job. Take care, everybody. See you in the next video.